CCTV's Mei Lee had a chance to meet members of a unit called Charlie Company, who were sent together to fight in some of the most brutal battles in Vietnam.
I didn't intend to go in the Army. I was drafted. We went over together. We had great camaraderie back at Fort Riley, and we still have it to this day.
Just like my brothers.
Exactly.
Like my brothers.
Yeah.
Larry Lilly, Tom Conroy, Stan Cockrell, Gene Harvey, and Bill Reynolds. 5 members of Charlie Company, combat infantry soldiers who were drafted, trained, and sent to fight in Vietnam together. A true band of brothers who remember the war like it was yesterday.
But when you guys first were shipped off all together, did you think, hey, we got this?
Oh yeah. When we shipped out, the common thought was, by the end of the year, the whole 9th Infantry Division going over, by the end of the year, this war will be over. We went over gung-ho.
But that didn't happen. Charlie Company was sent over in 1967 to Vietnam's most difficult terrain, the Mekong Delta, home of the notorious Viet Cong.
There were leeches, snakes, booby traps from the Viet Cong and the Viet Cong. So if the enemy didn't get you, you had to worry about the snakes.
For 1 year, Charlie Company fought some of the bloodiest battles in the war, suffering a casualty rate of over 80%, with 26 killed and 105 wounded. Larry Lilly believes fate was the only reason he survived a fierce battle in a rice paddy.
I scurry over, I get over the rice paddy dike, and my radio doesn't work. Damn it. So I take my radio pack off and I roll it over, and the radio's about yay by yay, and I have 2 canteens on it. There was a hole in the lower right corner, canteen, upper left corner of my radio. It saved my life.
But for many who fought in the Vietnam War, the risks and sacrifices were diminished in 1973, when U.S. troops were pulled out without a concrete victory.
So when that happened, did you feel, was there a moment where you thought to yourself, what was
Betrayed.
Yeah,
Yes.
let down.
Betrayed. I think about the guys in our unit and all of 58,000 plus names on the wall, and you think, you don't want to believe that their lives were given in vain.
When my son was about 10 years old, he had known I'd been in Vietnam because my wife had told him, but we never really talked much about it. And he came to me and he said, "Dad," he said, "they're saying that in Vietnam we lost the war. Did we lose the war?" And I thought about that for a second, and I gave him a response. I said, "No," I said, "we didn't lose the war, we left. That's all."
And when they returned home, embattled soldiers were jeered at and spit on by anti-war protesters.
It just so happened that it was going to be on Veterans Day, and they had a big parade. That was the first time that I was welcomed home. And I cried the whole way through because everybody said thank you for your service, and they were clapping for us, and I never got that.
A simple thank you goes a long way for the courageous men of Charlie Company, true brothers to the end. Mei Lee, CCTV, Valencia, California.